Trigon of Thought. That might actually be really useful. I think the best thing to do is just to actually get some poison on the board though. We can do it 2 turns in a row with the Tangle Angler. It'll go down to a 0-1, but we're quite happy with that. We'll make a Blackleaf Goblin and then get in. Now, dear viewers, I've got a confession. I got a little bit distracted here by stuff that was happening away from the computer. And I make a couple of misclicks over the next 2 turns that are a little bit embarrassing, and you're about to see the first one. So the plan here was to lure both of these guys onto the Tangle Angler and get in with the team. As you can see, I didn't click on the Tangle Angler. Or I did and it didn't register and I didn't notice, or something like that. But yeah. So this just allows him to get so much value off the block. He can make the Cisbearer not want to trade with the Blackleaf Goblin, and I look like a bit of a fool. So yeah, he blocks with the Nim, and tells me that I'm an idiot, or confirms my statement that I was an idiot. And he's quite happy to take the damage off the Blackleaf Goblin. However, here he, evidently thinking I'm an idiot, makes a big misplay of his own. That could have proved quite costly. I don't think it did. But he attacks with his guys here. Obviously I don't block. And he gets to proliferate. And he increases my poison counters but doesn't kill off my Cisbearer. Maybe he thinks I've got a Corpse Cure and doesn't want me recurring it or something. But if I've got an Untamed Might, that could be really costly on his part. Because it means that either of my guys are lethal. Especially when I've got Tangle Angler out. So he's got the Darkslick Drake, which I'm a little bit worried about, and the Darksteel Axe, which I'm now extremely worried about. But Carnifex Demon shows up and decides he wants to save the day. Unfortunately, I've only got 2 blacks, so I can't activate him straight away and kill off the Thrumbird and the Ichthyormare. However, I'm going to run him out pre-combat because it will really affect how he makes his blocking and might actually make him block worse as a result, given what we've got in our hand. Like the Instill Infection is going to make one of his guys even smaller than he thinks. And we really want him to block here. And he's probably going to do that because he knows he's going to lose the Darkslick Drake anyway. By attacking here, if he blocks, it means that Tainted Strike isn't an auto win for him, whereas it is if he well, it's not an auto win, but it will take out the Carnifex Demon. I mean, he could have just put the Darksteel Axe on the swung, and if he had the Tainted Strike there, I mean, there's no way I'm blocking there. The only way I win is if the Carnifex Demon survives, and if he draws the Tainted Strike, he just wins on the spot. So I personally wouldn't have blocked there. I'd have just taken the poison. But understandably, he's quite worried about the Carnifex Demon, which is one of the reasons why I played it pre-combat. It just forces people to make bad decisions because they're so worried about the massive bomb that you have. She's playing a Trinket Mage, a bit worried if he went and got another Darksteel Axe, but thankfully he just goes and gets a Spell Bomb. I mean, he can get in here. We're pretty much not blocking. Unless, you know, if he attacks with the Thrumbird, obviously we'll block that, because he's got no tricks. There's no way we're blocking the Ichthyormare there. That would be really bad. Maybe if the demon was a full-on 6/6, we'd just take some counters and wrath everything. That'd be pretty nice. So yeah, we're happy to block the Thrumbird. We'd rather not lose our Cisbearer or Tangle Angler. Although if he decided to proliferate the Carnifex Demon, that would be quite nice. Battle Gear, so that's going to be a genuine clock. So yeah, this is the second misclick that I referred to. I was still a little bit distracted. So my plan was to float the mana for the with the Copper Mare, so that when it died I still had the mana to use to play and equip the Barbed Battle Gear, and then just close out the game. But I didn't hold down control, so I didn't hold priority. So at this point, I don't have the mana to play and equip the Barbed Battle Gear, and I think the better plan now is just to swing in with the Carnifex Demon, leave all my mana open so I can still instill Infection, or just remove a counter later on. I mean, if I attack and he blocks, that's fine. He's just dead over a couple of turns with the Barbed Battle Gear. I'll attack now. He probably won't block though, but this actually will be his last opportunity to block. Probably should have blocked there. I mean, that Darkslick Drake isn't hanging around much longer. I'm quite happy to let him have a card at the end of his turn, because then I'll just Barbed Battle Gear up for the win. So he draws, equips the axe, attacks, quite happy to take the damage. If he's got another 1 toughness dude, I'd much rather just kill that as well. On a high enough life total that even if he's got the Tainted Strike, I can just kill it in response with the Instill Infection. I'd quite like to keep the counter on the Carnifex Demon just because it's much cheaper. Plus, I get to draw a card off the Instill Infection, which is obviously really nice. So, end of his go, I'm going to kill his guy with the Instill Infection, draw a card, and next turn equip and attack in. So at least draw on some kind of creature there. That would be really nice, especially if it's 1 toughness. And we've got the Skin Render in case he has anything at all relevant next turn. Plus Tangle Angler just means that unless it's got Shroud, we're definitely winning this game. I mean, he could have Disperse, that would be quite annoying. But that just refuels the Carnifex Demon, and we just get some value off that. So he's got nothing, and we win this game despite the 2 stupid misclicks, which I'm obviously not proud of. So look at it, deck's pretty fine. The Azuri's Arches was actually much better than I thought it would be, even just trading with a Plague Stinger. It gets us some value. Really pleased we won that game. Would have looked really dumb if we'd have lost it because of the 2 misclicks. So on to game 3. Presumably he's going to be on the play, so we're just going to be looking for the Copper Mare would be really useful if we're on the draw, because it just means that our Instill Infections will still get us value. If they're coming down on after his turn 4 and he's got like the opportunity to Corpse Curse stuff back, then they're not really doing very much for us. I mean, they're still drawing us a card and killing a guy, I guess, but it's just not as powerful as if it's coming down at the end of his turn 3 or during his turn 3 when he's just attacking with a Plague Stinger, maybe that he's Darksteel Axed up. That's going to be really powerful. So again, he takes a long time to sideboard. His main deck actually looks quite weak. He's running stuff like Factrasp, so I'm not sure exactly what he's switching around. I guess he could be bringing in Moriok Reavers or something, but they're just going to dilute his non-poison creatures.